Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Should we do some tarot? I'm actually feeling a bit paranoid. Someone just kind of stopped outside there and paranoid come over. I was like, are they going to be coming like to my house? And then there was a loud bang over in the corner of the kitchen now. I've got thunder doesn't happen. Oh no, thunder doesn't happen. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. I actually wanted the radio on. Background noise. So let's play with some tarot. Why are you feeling paranoid? Okay, I've got the Tarot of Desires out. I actually felt like pulling a few decks of tarot out. Maybe getting 3 cards from each. And we can see what the stories are. Interesting position going on over here. Right, that's interesting. Can we have, let's use the Fuego deck. You Raise Me Up is on the radio. Oh, instrumental. Have a listen. It's beautiful. Let's see what this message is. Okay. All I can see is an eye and a love heart. It's got a bit noisy outside. The readings feel really odd today, but it's okay. Right, that's an interesting story. One more deck. Let's go for the Tarot Grand Lux. The eyes did go to the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Okay, we can use them. 4 decks of cards. I'll tell you what we have out, like the actual name of the cards. So from the Tarot of Desires, we have the 10 of Pentacles. That's about what you're truly desiring. It's kind of like what you want to be known for. It's your legacy. And it's your leg, you see. King of Cups. He is a very passionate king. He likes adventurous activities. And then we have the Tower, which is when the universe steps in and kind of says, well, you're on the wrong path to like creating your legacy, so let's put you onto the right path. It's a shocker of a moment, but it does put you into for some reason it puts you into the eye of the storm, or the eye of the heart, maybe we should say, with the Tower energy. Well, let's go over to the Fuego cards, which have that eye, which has that eye in the love heart that's aflame here. We have the Fool. The Fool, he takes a leap of faith into the unknown, and he's good to go again. He wants to start anew. Then we have the 8 of Wands, which is lots of messages. Communication, travel, I'm going to say relocation with this card. So I want to say it's about relocating to your kingdom. And then we have the 9 of Wands, which is needing to be spiritually strong. You're still torn between both worlds. Should I? Shouldn't I? Okay, well, it's kind of creating its own little story here, a pattern to follow. It's a pattern to follow. It's like when you pattern something, you claim it as your own. Okay. So from the Tarot Grand Larks, we have the Five of Wands, which is conflict, fighting, internal battle, maybe pushing through here. The Ten of Wands is about you being drained, completely drained, carrying a lot of burdens on your back. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is you standing your ground. There's a strength. So seeing as this is a defeated energy, and then all of a sudden you have this person who's standing up. It's like, you raise me up. Okay. You raise me up to all that I can be. Beautiful. Let's turn the radio off. It is a little bit distracting in the background now. Oh my goodness. Have I checked to see if I'm recording? 6 minutes and 14 seconds, that said. Okay. We're going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So I was picking up the paranoid energy when I first came on. It was kind of like a bit jumpy. What's that noise? What's that? It's like you're waiting for something. A bit jumpy. So it's kind of like the energy of you're waiting for lightning to strike. Like I said, it's an interesting position that you're wanting to talk about again. But I feel like this time we're going to talk about it out loud, because this topic was spoken about yesterday in the chat, live chat. It's 1441 and we have the Magician, and then we have the Hanged Man, getting closer, and then you have the Strength card. I need to carry on. That's not a conclusion energy. It's not a conclusive energy here. It's still not a conclusive energy. We'll get there. I can see what's going on. It's your approach, or maybe it's your topic. I'm not too sure. Oh, what way are you meant to come in? This is about your approach, how you're actually, going to bring up this topic, or you're wanting to talk about some topics. This King of Cups. I bet I called him the King of Wands. I felt the King of Wands energy. I just realised he's the King of Cups. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the decks. Right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, hold on, we've got a hair that's attached to my bangle. Yeah, okay. Come here. I can't pick it up. All the eyes. All I can see is 5 eyes. Seven of Cups. There's lots of eyes there. There's like 7 eyes. The apple of my eye. Okay. Right, this is a strong masculine energy here that's being drawn to his divine feminine, and it's through like sex. They're wanting it all, but I feel as if maybe responsibilities is getting in their way of their own desires. But they're actually wanting their own desires fulfilled. So there's Do I, don't I? Do I look after my own needs? And it feels like it's sexual needs. They're needs of love. Or do I not focus on that and focus on the material world and make others happy, take care of them, ensure that others are happy? So let's start this reading off with the Ten of Pentacles. And we have a man here who's working on his money. Okay, it seems to make others happy. So you can see, because there's a girl in the background who's like cheering. I didn't quite make sense of her, why she's with two other people. So where is this money going? Is it to pay for this unit? Well, anyway, it's a responsibility that he feels that he has. But it feels like this masculine could be taking care of someone else's kind of legacy home instead of his own. Now, here's the King of Cups. I felt the King of Wands energy. And this was him like actually thinking about what it is that he desires. His own needs. So there was a passionate energy. And then I just had a little giggle because we got kind of well, that's a different kind of way to do it. But it's the energy of the 69. That's what I was feeling. But I felt like it was a bit like the Hangman. It was a bit in reverse. So the Tower, and interesting, it's the Tower. Now, like I said, we spoke about this like yesterday in the comments, but the lightning striking the feminine's throat here. So this is, what did I say? It was, oh, that this, because I felt like he was a King of Wands. He had very ambitious, adventurous plans. He was visualising. I felt not about being in the spotlight, but seeing as like this is being photographed, feeling very comfortable. And this energy, I felt like the divine saying, well, you're not really going to find this like here. So your desires are not being met, your own personal desires. So the Tower comes in. Does he have a great idea? This guy's in the shadow. So it looks like he's been, well, looking through the lens of a camera. I want to say visualising, that's visualising here. So should we just find out a bit more about this energy of the world? Now it's the Wheel of Fortune, but there's a strong world energy, like this is a cycle that needs to commence. So you've been there, done this before. Now the clinging on energy here with the masculine to the feminine. We need to find out a bit more about this. Okay. And where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go? It's wanting me to go to the journey of love, because that's where we're all journeying to anyway. Let's go to the journey of love. Looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I need some hot stuff, baby, tonight. I want some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Got to have some loving, got to have your love tonight. We've got a burning hero here. Ooh. Okay, we just sort the hair out. It's got a mind of its own. This burning hero does. Okay. From the transformative fires of life's tests, I'm just going to have to, there's just this one bit of hair here that wants to tickle my lip. From the transformative fires of life's test, you emerge now, stronger in belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, and shedding the layers that have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fire-weary soul? Peace is coming to you now, a respite from the fire before you are ready to burn into love again. The intensity of fire exists in relationship to cool serenity, and you are capable of experiencing both. Your inner fire has pushed you forward, and your creative self-expression will manifest into the most beautiful forms. This is assured. You burn bright now, and yet it will be the cooling of your soul embers that replenishes you and inspires you to new creative depths and heights in due time. This oracle brings you a message. From the heat of your labour, sweet success will arise, and you can act now as if that success has already been made manifest. It is only a matter of time before it is so. From that success, new levels of experience and creative manifestation will take place. You are in a powerful, creative cycle of intensity and serenity, dancing with each other through your heart, like the sweet relationship of day and night. This cycle yields great harvest. Offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, and your harvest will be not only of earthly delight, but of heavenly blessings too. I want to hold up the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune, just while I read the poem. I'm sure it's going to come in, but right, listen up. Always feeling your love in every cell of my being. I open my soul, becoming one in your embrace. How rich the moments shared, I savour each one. And even when apart, your love envelopes me, with knowing we are complete. Together, like a new day, we are born. Very nice. So should we have a look at the next deck? So I have the Fool, 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands. That's a nice progression. 8 to the 9. And then we have the 7 of Cups, time to make a decision. Oh, let me have a look at the underlying energy. The 8 of Pentacles. Okay. 8 of Pentacles is working towards your legacy, doing the work. You're normally in solitude. Okay. So we have 8 Pentacles that are rolling down the hill, ski slope. And then underneath that is just death. Some things maybe are dead and buried. I'm not sure what's going on here. This may be about you having to, like, coming on from this energy of where's your money going to. I feel like you need to start putting your money into you, investing in yourself rather than in others. Especially if these others, can do their own investment elsewhere. That's what I'm feeling. So I'm feeling this masculine here is actually supporting this unit. I'm not sure it's his responsibility, but he feels like it is. Okay. And I felt like it was kind of like a single home. So keep your eye. It's like keep your eye on your home. And home is where the heart is. So let's have a look where the Fool's going. He's just got these googly eyes. Oh, it wants me to leave that one. The Lovers on the bottom here. Interesting. I'm struggling to pick these cards up today. It looks like one of these is offering water and the other one's offering. I'm not sure. One's red, one's white, I'm not sure. And I feel like this is the energy of this masculine. He's not sure really who he should. It's kind of what team is he on? What team is he supporting? It's like he has to choose sides. A little bit like, is your cup half empty or half full? Your cup really needs to be overflowing, to be certain. You'll be certain in the way that your love flows, in what direction, and that's all coming from your heart. Interesting again that they're showing two homes. One's a smaller one than the other one. So I feel like this masculine's at a crossroads. But I actually feel like I don't really know what referees like wear, but he looked like he had like a referee's jacket on. Oh, it's kind of something like about you being the umpire. But actually, you want to be the emperor for your empire. That's the legacy, will be your empire that you're creating. So there is a decision here that needs to be made. And all I keep seeing is these eyes. That's what I was trying to show you. These kind of googly eyes. So, let's have a look what's going on here. So this masculine has a dog, and the dog even knows that time's running out. So I believe this dog will be bringing messages to this divine masculine. The masculine has bells around his waist. Oh, and one around his wrist. Sign. Okay, jingling. There's a house that's on its head. And he's got his backpack. Well, he's got his little bag. I'm not sure what's in the bag. It's like, that's a mystery. What's in the bag? There's an eye in the bag. He's got quite a few markings on his body. What can I see? A shuttlecock. Shuttlecock. So it feels like he's being led by his desire. He's going to explode. And the dog knew it. And now the home's on its head. And this masculine's like got 4 eyes. He's all googly-eyed for some sexual attention, I'm going to say. There you go. But it's all a bit of a mystery. Something's about to peak. It's like he knew it. Now where's he going? Because he's walking to the 8 of Wands, which I felt was like a castle energy, where he feels king of the castle because his home's there, right in the middle of this castle. So it's like he's tipped his home upside down, he's relocating, he's taking his home. It's a mystery, whatever's in the bag there. So it's like you're not going to see it coming. Interesting with the death energy, there's like, let's say the brains on one side, and then you've got like the mouth on the other side. You go through there, that gate, there's love. There's a love heart pointing through this way. So I want to say this is really about coming together and communicating. So one of you's been thinking a lot, and the other one, well, until the jaws is affixed. Till the jaw is affixed. The door maybe, I don't know, someone knocked the door off. Slammed the door too hard maybe. Shook the foundations of the home. Until that's to do with communicating about your desires, being truthful. So now we have the 9 of Wands, and this is so being like torn, as you can see. It's kind of like, do you go and like close the door and you don't go back, you set up home. So you kind of, it feels like you're being pulled away, but this here is the gentleman at the bottom of the ladder. He's like really reaching out for that heart. It's like he really does need this at the time. But then does he still kind of struggle and go towards, you know, that cup of water that's, well, depending on really your mood on how you reflect on the cup of water, half empty, half full, but you're really looking for it to be overflowing all the time, a continuous stream. And then we have the Seven of Cups, making a decision, and there's just this apple tree. It's like all the apples are actually in the cups, and on the cups is a leaf. And there's some butterflies coming up. 2 flames at the bottom. I feel like that really suggests like the 4 corners of the earth. Like the apple of my eye, really. In cups. So I feel like no matter what kind of direction this masculine kind of turns, he's always drawn back to the apple of his eye. His true love, seen as the lovers is the bottom. Shall we get a message from the journey of love? It's 3 o'clock on the dot, and we have Dream a Little. Card number 51. The divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover will come to the door of the beloved with a spontaneous gift of flowers. That's what he's got in there, maybe. It's flowers. So dream a little. Let your imagination wander and wonder. What if? What else could be? Breaking down the rigid walls of expectation. Just because something has been does not indicate that it must continue in the same way. So dream a little and receive your spiritual gift. This oracle brings you guidance. A spiritual gift of inspiration is on its way or has just recently been received. It isn't flight or fancy. It's a gift from the divine. Receive it and believe in new possibilities. The poem here. What do I want to hold up the lovers. Okay, let's hold it up. From unexpected meetings, we talked and shared our lifetime. A gentle, peaceful, quiet time, reflected in our smile. We winged our way to distant places and walked along remembered faces of lives we knew we lived some time before. Oh, my belly rumbled. Not even a rumble, it was like... And like a bud about to flower, having reached its appointed hour, we watch ourselves begin to open in the warm touch of spring. That was beautiful. Dream a little. Allow your mind to wander and wonder. What if? And it seems like it just keeps bringing him back to you, Divine Feminine. Then we went to the Tarot Grand Lux. We have this fighting energy. But then it could be a breakthrough, pushing through. It's kind of the energy of nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. I felt like there were little mice that went running across the floorboards upstairs. Where are they scampering to? So we have the 5 of Wands. And then we have the 10 of Wands. So this is about having to be extra strong and brave. Because, okay, you've taken a pause and you're kind of, okay, just need to allow this to settle down. You'll know what you're doing. You'll know that you're going to be standing your ground, but you know that you're going to need like super strength to do what you're about to do. Just going straight from the 5 to the 10. But that's the same with the Destiny card. I felt that was the World card. It's kind of jumping from Destiny to the World. And then you're standing strong. it feels like after this respite, you're actually standing strong here. You're going to stand your ground. Just need to rejuvenate a little bit. Okay. I just feel like the passionate sexual desire is a little bit too hasty. So that's really what the driving force is behind it. A good motive. It's definitely a big motive for men. The desire for sex, for love, acknowledgement, and you've got 2 cards. But it's like you just need to allow that just to temper itself. You have the ancient ones. Now they've really come through today and they're communicating with you. We won't quite look at that one yet. Okay. 52. Let's have a look at what the ancient ones are saying. They say that your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. And do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds where all true spiritual growth begins. I actually feel like if you come in a really like hot, passionate, I'm craving this, you don't want to kind of give the Divine Feminine the wrong impression that that's all that you're actually wanting from her is like repeating a cycle, let's have some fun because it makes me feel good. Without really, it feels like your approach, if it's a bit softer, she's going to see that you've actually had the spiritual growth, the awakening behind it. I feel like she's more than happy to obviously give you everything that you desire, but it's like she needs to know that there's some depth behind it. Okay. So, though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds, where all the true spiritual growth begins. So the ancient ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved, and we honour your growth. It is real, it is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honour your light. Namaste. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. Okay, here's the poem. Should we hold the bottom of the deck? Well, we have been. Oh, we didn't even really look at the manged man. What's the manged man? Got like a mangle kind of energy. But this is the underlying energy here. You can see that the foal had kind of transformed. He's looking more colourful, alive, flexible. Okay. So here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. Here's knowing that emotion, like wind, blows many ways, and our course will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. Okay. Let's have a look at the other card. Acceptance. Card number 55. So I feel like this is very much about how you're offering yourself, Divine Masculine. It says you have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good, created something that you want to contribute towards a healing of our world, and your offer has been gratefully accepted by the Divine. Know this and be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the divine just as you are. There is nothing to change, just you to be. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice, of an attachment, and a giving of a desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. Shall we find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days, a gentle touch that softly warms and leads us on our way, past stately oaks and candles glow and places we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again. I felt like this energy of wanting to take a trip down memory lane. I actually felt like that's a good way to actually start up conversation. Do you remember? Rather than what I'm wanting to do with you. Let's have a look at these Tarot of Sexual Magic. We've got the King of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. This time he actually looks really contented. It's like he really does want what his heart desires. And he desires a very rich life. And I believe it's rich in passion and love. Okay. It feels like the striving for the richness in money it's too much of a struggle. It's not working. So let's have a look at this King of Cups. What is going to work? Well, you've got the Magician energy. And I feel like this is the masculine here. We're sharpening his sword, but there's quite an aggression behind it. The Magician. So he's going to make right. He's going to make things right. I feel like there's an overachievement energy here. You don't need to try. You just need to be. Divine Masculine, you're just naturally perfect just as you are. You don't need to try to impress or to make anything up. Your soul will just naturally know what to do. Love knows what to do. Okay, love knows how to love. And then we have the energy of the Hangman again, but it's like this energy of you just wanting to adore the Divine Feminine. It's like you don't want to suffocate her. Now, the next energy is the Strength card, and it's actually the feminine who's jumping on your back, and it's like you need to calm down. It's a bit too forceful. It's a little bit hasty. If you know what you're wanting now, Divine Masculine, I mean, it's awesome to go out there and like grab it, claim it. But your Divine Feminine doesn't know all the details. Okay. Now, in comes romance. 8 of Wands. So that's the... we had the 8 of Wands come up with like actually the castle, your home's in there, communicating, talking. It's a very seductive energy here. It's about climbing that ladder. I'm sure there's a swing that's in that tree there. But it's kind of like, how about an outside date, a picnic? Maybe I'll let you see my breasts. Just kind of energy, playful. It's a real nice playful energy here. And then it turns into the Knight of Swords. It's kind of like you get what you desire. But you need to take it easy, Divine Masculine. Take it easy. Let's get a Journey of Love card. Across the Waters. Card number 23. It's like a shocker. Look at these people in the doorway. So there's this energy of the Divine Masculine. He doesn't really care. He feels ready. He looks quite buff, doesn't he? Like he's been working out, like he's been preparing for this moment. Now he's ready. Let's execute the plan. And it's like, okay, soften up a bit. Soften up. Soften up. But he's feeling quite hard. Okay. He hasn't got a hard heart. Just in case you was wondering. No, it's loving. Let's have a look at this message. You're being called across the waters as if coming as if coming. Isn't a rapture, it just wants to come. The divine masculine just wants to come. So someone's screaming outside. You are being called. Come on, darling. Got Lily coming up. Hi, sweetie. You are being called across the waters as if crossing a bridge of light from one ocean to a far greater one. These waters are your emotional waters, holding your feelings, your attitudes, your expectations and your fears and doubts, as well as your hopes and dreams. It can seem like such a lot to navigate. Sometimes our waters feel overcrowded, as if swarms of people were descending into the ocean. On a sweltering hot day. Would you like to come down, please? This way. Thanks. Good girl. Hardly finding the space in the water to cool ourselves, we can feel as though there is just no room for faith, trust, peace and love. There is just too much happening in that water. We yearn for the cool, calm mountain lake, serene, giving, echoing a gentle dispensation of grace. You are being called across the waters, out from an overcrowded sea, into the cool spaciousness of the endless lake. So it's time to let go of some mental clutter, some attitudes, some thoughts, ask for help and bathe yourself in the green and gold rays of healing colour. Just imagine them cascading down around you and through you like a waterfall. It's a bit like you're moving to a new neighbourhood, in a cleaner and more spacious town. It might be a bit unfamiliar at first, but soon enough you'll enjoy the difference. It's a very low aircraft out there, hovering about. This oracle brings you a message. It is your time to think about something in a different light. Soon you will have a shift in perspective, and the feeling of overwhelm, stress and just too much going on will be replaced with serene trust and peacefulness. Know that beneath even the most chaotic mind is a place of deep, quiet serenity within. Do whatever helps you dive deep to find it. Dance, take some rest, meditate, do yoga, write, paint, make love, make music. In that quiet serenity within, you'll be leaving unnecessary chaos behind, and you'll be presented with the gift of a new way forward. Okay, the poem. Inhaling the soft scent of promised taste, the nectar moist upon my lips. I savour each sip across my tongue, dwelling in the moment's pleasure. Warm and sweet, bathed in tingling thirst. I find myself wanting you, wanting more. And it's just taking me to this card. And this one. Where do we go from here? How long have I been on for? 43 minutes or 48 seconds. I actually do feel like the Mother Mary is going to be able to deliver a really good message. Okay, so it feels very much like Divine Masculine. If you're a bit fiery at the moment, you're just going to have to wait for the serenity to hit you. The coolness. And I feel that coolness is just your knowing. No more questioning what it is that you're desiring. Just settle into that knowing. Okay. It's like otherwise you're going to burn yourself out. So it's very much this energy. And relax. Okay. Let's get a final message from the Mother Mary. was actually sitting here thinking, I thought it would be a divine feminine reading coming out, but it doesn't feel like it. Our Lady of Starting Over. Card number 29. Okay. This energy of starting over, going again. Need as much guidance as you can get your hands on. Okay. You are being guided, but this you know. Okay. It's like I'm needing to rest that just under the Mother Mary card by the roses here. The number 11, it's card number 29. Soon it will be time to leave something behind you. I know that you may grieve this loss, even when you know deep within that it is for the best to let it go. Allow me to nourish you with the courage you need and the realisation that this change is happening so that you can flourish and thrive. Your growth serves the growth of others too. You shall not cause loss or harm to that which you are releasing. All moves in my grace. Surrender your fear and doubt and trust in my unconditional loving grace for all beings. All situations have their purpose, but new purpose is calling you forward now, even though it might be unfamiliar territory that you are feeling attracted towards. Don't try to hide from it or avoid it. The Mother is guiding you, telling you that this is indeed the right way forward. The timing may already be happening or will be happening soon, and there is no need to force things, for you will know when it is time to move on. Yet this oracle tells you, if it doesn't feel like time yet, it soon will. What will this moving on look like? It could be literal, as in the end of a relationship or business arrangement. The ears are ringing as I say that. Okay, the end of a relationship or business arrangement, or a change in where you live. It could be a letting go of an old identity or belief system, or it may even be the releasing of a set of limitations that you placed on yourself because you thought that those limitations were appropriate for your age, your role in life, or some other reason, and now you are questioning that. Our Lady of Starting Over comes with guidance to forgive and live and let live. Guidance to feel all your emotions and to make peace as honestly as you can with whatever has transpired. Not to be good, but to be free. Remember that people act according to their consciousness and wounds, perhaps doing the best that they can in the circumstance, but still not being very skillful or aware. They may cause harm, but you can move past this, even if pain was inflicted upon you personally. In time, with the Mother's help, you'll feel acceptance and peace through cultivating an awareness that they must have a reason for acting in that way, and their reason has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their own consciousness and wounding. How you respond to the pain of the past is what is relevant to your own growth now. Our Lady of Starting Over arises when you need help to put the past, especially a painful past, to rest. You are entering into a time when the loving Mother's support will be helpful as you step onto a new path. She says that you are entitled to be free from all that has been, free to treat each and every moment as a completely fresh start, and as to release guilt and shame, and to feel empowered to choose now, based on what is in your heart. She says that her heart is larger than all your past suffering or confusion, so trust in her to help love you through this transition and support you in starting over now. All is well, beloved. Do not worry or fear. You can trust the flow of your life, and when you need to take a step, when the timing is right, deep within, with the mother's helpful assistance, you will know when to act and what to do. If you have been praying for a new start, but are yet to feel that it is happening, this oracle comes with this special message for you. Your new beginning is on its way to you now. Stay in the faith of your heart and trust in the mother's divine timing for you. There are some final connections, communications and resolutions that need to happen for the current life phase to be completed karmically. It won't be long now, and soon you will be ready and free to move on with a fresh start and a refreshed heart. Very interesting. Okay, an affirmation. Let's get you an affirmator. Whereabouts are they? I believe in unicorns. Where you from? You sexy thing. Letting go. I don't dwell on bad things that happened. It's a good card. I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around. And also, grudges aren't a great look. What's that heavy thing you're carrying around? It's like it's a big, hard... I don't know, you fill in the gaps. Don't need that. Not going to be needing that. It's like you're just throwing all this stuff away. Don't need that. I know what I do need. Generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. This is kind of like sticking... I felt the energy of sticking to society. Yeah, well, it's kind of like I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. And that's taking me to like divine saying, how about you maybe try a different approach? Or not worry about it and just allow it all to flow. But I know that there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Well, it depends what the crowd's like at the stadium, isn't it? Lucy, just get another card. Okay, inspiration. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. He's looking like Cypress at his eye like I am. I'm like, well, what does that mean? Because it's about what side are you going to be supporting. I do feel like every time the Divine Masculine chooses like the wrong decision or the wrong side, whether it's the dark or the light, he knows about it. Like I feel like he gets that, I get a telling off. I know when I'm getting a telling off from the Divine. And you just kind of know. Your conscience knows. So we've got two more cards. Impermanence. Life is always changing and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. And as I drift away from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. I do really feel like the Divine Masculine here is needing to find his balance about understanding he is going to get everything that he desires, and he is going to get things his own way. It's just the Divine's showing that way. Oh, okay, one more card. Peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil and untroubled heart, and this is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it and I can get my security deposit back. Interesting. Okay. A peaceful heart. That's what we're all really looking for, isn't it? A peaceful, relaxed, contented heart. And on that note, I'm leaving it there. Guys, have a great day. I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.